welcome to Southend TV. I'm here today with Southend Hospital Radio. I'm here with Pete and Alice. Can you tell us a little bit about the radio station itself?
Certainly can. So Southend Hospital Radio launched in 1977, been going for nearly 40 years now, talking to the patients of Southend Hospital, and we provide a free entertainment service to the patients at the hospital. Fairly growing audience, people coming in and out of the hospital, and we're there to make their days a little bit brighter, stuck up on the wards.
So who's involved? Is it all volunteers?
Totally volunteers. There's about 50 of us in the team who are a pretty loyal bunch, turn up very regularly, either go and visit patients up on the wards, do the fundraising activities, or of course the fun bit in the studio making the programmes.
So how often is the actual programme?
We're 7 days a week. Because people have day jobs and work, we don't broadcast during the day on a weekday, so we start at 6 in the evening, work through till 10 o'clock at night most nights, and all day over the weekends.
Is it solely through the hospital, or can anyone listen?
It is solely through the hospital. We have talked about the idea of trying to broadcast a bit wider, but we want to keep the focus on the patients, and we know if we try and talk around the world or on the internet, then we'd be tempted to start broadening. But it is all about the patients. They're stuck up on the wards, and that's our audience, that's who we want to talk to.
No, that's brilliant. I've heard so many people go on about how how it makes their day, and is it really nice to help people?
I think a lot of the volunteers actually came down from having spent time in hospital, listened to the station and really wanted to give back, and knew how much of an impact it actually made. So it is lovely, yeah, to hear such positive reviews about it.
So you're both on the radio yourselves?
Yes, yeah. I work across various different radio stations across Essex, but obviously volunteer a lot at Southend Hospital Radio, and it is great fun. So you not only meet some nice people, get to talk to the patients, make their lives a bit easier whilst they're staying in hospital, but you get to actually learn about how to put together a station, a show, and how everything works, which is great.
That's really lovely. So can the people from Southend TV viewers donate or volunteer?
Yes, yep, they can pop to the website www.southendhospitalradio.co.uk. We've got a donation page there, but also you can donate your time if anyone wants to come along, see what we're all about, see if it's right for them. They can have lots of fun with us. We're a great bunch, and as I said, it's just so nice to give back to the hospital and the patients as well, so they can come along and enjoy themselves. And if people do want to donate a little bit of money, then fantastic.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
It is. Yeah.
So is there any fundraisers coming up anytime soon that anyone can get involved with?
We do a lot of fundraisers throughout the year. We've got sort of flagship days where we'll go out and about and work with particular companies to raise money. We've also got the Rayleigh fireworks at the end of the year. That's always great fun. I was involved with that last year. Absolutely brilliant. The atmosphere is just fantastic. Playing a lot of music, working with the team and the Rotary Club and things. It's great fun. So it doesn't matter what we do, it's always fun.
Very nice. Is it all a request, or is it?
So we have a mix of shows. We do have a request show, which is our flagship show, which is 8 o'clock most weekday evenings. And we have a team that will visit the wards, collect the requests, come back to the studio, sort the music, and then read the requests out. And that's great for us. It gets the chance for us to tell listeners about who we are, how to tune into us, and make that connection. Because a lot of people are in hospital, they're lonely, maybe a bit scared. So if we can play them something that will put them at ease or brighten their day a little bit, that's what we'll do. But the rest of the time we do programmes for a specialist nature. So we've got music from the 60s, 70s, 80s. We've got a country music show that's very popular, some news and topical shows, all sorts of different things throughout the day.
That's lovely. Is it just music, or?
It's a bit of everything, really. So we've got shows that cover news, reading local articles from local newspapers, a lot of music shows, and to be fair, that is something we do that's very strong. Once a day we have a programme from the NHS which talks about health issues, maybe tips for patients, especially done nationally for all the hospital radio stations. And a real mix of shows and a real mix of characters as well,
yes,
that present our shows, of course.
So you mentioned it was a lot of fun. What would you say your favourite moments were working for Southend Hospital Radio?
Oh gosh, I think for me it's some of the patients that I've actually met and worked with. There was one gentleman that I met who was actually in the hospital for about 4 or 5 weeks, and he was a little bit younger than me and suffered a stroke. So he couldn't really communicate with us, but his family were incredibly positive, and they were actually winding him up a little bit by suggesting all of these songs that he didn't really like, didn't really want. So he was sort of, expressing that he perhaps wanted something different. So every week going back to him and seeing how he improved, till by the 5th week he could actually tell us what he
so
wanted.
rewarding.
It was just wonderful to be able to see that improvement and to be able to talk to him and interact. So for me, it's that connection with the patients, the fact that you get to learn about how a show gets put together, the best way to come across as a presenter. That's an added bonus, but for me it's interacting with the patients and giving back to them, really. So it was wonderful. Yeah, lots of stories like that.
That's lovely. So mainly, just get involved, really. The viewers of Southend TV.
Yeah, it's a fantastic experience. It really, really is. As I said, it doesn't take very long to come round, meet us, meet the team, go around, have a look at the wards, see what kind of thing that we do. You can donate however much of your time you so wish. There are some people that can only come in once a week, some people sort of once or twice a month, but that still will help us. It's a great charity event, a great way to help out, and if you can't perhaps give your time, then obviously there is the donation page on the website as well, so yeah, it'd be great.
And it's a good fun environment as well. It's a nice
really
team
is,
that we're
yeah.
working with. We have a few laughs, don't we?
Definitely.
And,
Yeah.
of course, hospital radio as well has helped many professionals on their journey into radio as well. So those with a bit of an interest in radio, starting with us, may go on to other aspects of radio.
Yeah, that's how I ended up learning a lot about radio, and then moving on myself onto different stations. And so a lot of radio presenters started. Terry Wogan, who I would have loved to have worked with. I think he started on hospital radio as well. So
Brilliant. So the best way to get through would be email? Or
Yes.
Probably
phone?
go to the website. So we are on social media. We do have email accounts, but the website's probably the main way, www.southendhospitalradio.co.uk.
That's fantastic. So just to finish up, anything else you'd like to say about joining, getting involved?
it really is just a fantastic experience. It's great fun, and well, I don't really know what else to say. I just love it.
It's worth coming down and having a look if it's something that's of interest. We've got some stuff on our website that shows what we do, what the studios look like, faces of some of the team as well. So have a look at the website if it's something that might be of interest. The more people on the team, the better, and the more service we can give to the patients.
That's lovely. And thank you so much for joining us today. It's been
Thank
really
you.
lovely. It's been lovely to hear more about it. Thanks so much.